LadyMack reacts out this bitch. What's poppin', y'all? So, come through. Let's get it. Episode 2, Hot to Hustle. So, we kicking off with the new business of Elena's. She's getting a build out. She has a new makeup studio where she separated businesses from her husband. Now, I would really like to know why the fuck she did that, other than her saying she just want to see what it's like on her own. No, bitch. Y'all are preparing to divorce, and I feel like you just keeping it from everybody. But y'all just need to tell it. Why do you care what he thinks? Because she brought him in to see what he thought. Isn't that what partners do when they got a business together? You said that you want to do this on your own. I'm confused why the fuck you care about his opinion at all, bitch. You keep trying to involve him in your stuff, and he really don't care. I don't know how you can't tell that. So anyway, in this episode, in the beginning, I just talk about in my notes how Josh really don't give a fuck. You can see it on his face. He wants to find, he wants her to find herself too. And in his subtle ways, he's definitely telling you to go ahead about your business. Anytime when a married man does not want to do couples counseling to work on his marriage, girl, he ain't in it. Okay. You can't fight by yourself. You are literally sparring by yourself. And it saddens me that you're going through this, and it's like, you're not seeing the writings on the wall, and you seem like you're a very intelligent woman, girl. What the fuck? Y'all. Marlene, let's move on. Marlene and her husband bump heads a lot, and I like the fact that we're seeing them be a real couple, and that's what I was saying about LaBrea last episode. I don't think that she's being authentic within their marriage, as far as perfect marriage type of shit, because that's what she's putting off. But I like the fact that Marlene and her husband are being absolutely real. But Marlene, I had an issue, bitch. Why do you think your mother should come to date night with you and your husband? That's supposed to be, we ready to get busy tonight time and all that. Why do you think a man, your man, is supposed to be taking you and your mother out for a date? Isn't she there to babysit the fucking kids? Bitch, who keeping the kid? If both of y'all going out to eat with them. No. Daytime is for husband and wife and kinky sex after. And rubbing feet under the table and probably fucking in the bathroom at the restaurant. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Not telling your mother he's not supposed to treat your mother the way he treats you, bitch. Where are you? It gave me a flashback PTSD of when I was married, because my ex-mother-in-law thought that he should take care of her the way he took care of me. And he ain't even do a whole lot for me. But one time, a bunch of different times, a bunch of different situations. But this one time, she was taking me to go pick up my car because he had got my brakes fixed. He got me some new brakes. And she said, ooh. She was like, Jessica, something wrong with your car? And I was like, oh no, so-and-so just got, I said, no, he just got my brakes done. And it was time for oil change or something. So, yeah, I just need to ride up to CarMax. Girl, do you know she turned to me and said, I need to let him know because I need new brakes too. I said, well, that's what your nigga is for, that you've been fucking since before I even met your son. That still won't wife you. But we ain't even gonna get into all that. But Marlene, that was my issue with you. Why are you, your mother don't even want to go. You saw that, right? Your mother is like, girl, what the fuck? Ain't nothing wrong with us. Bitch, shut up. I'm alright. Everything is fine. And I think that you're trying to resolve something that is not real, in my opinion. I don't know. Spirit, come through, Spirit. So let's move on the road. This might go fast. I might be able to do episode 3 inside this video. So Ro is shooting hoops with her daughter, which I love, and it makes me gush because I really miss my daughter. If y'all want to know what's going on, go to Patreon, because it's going to be there, and some of it is there already. So, and I love the way that she loves her mom, you know, and I pray that they keep that relationship going and going and going. Her daughter was getting bullied, and I was not fucking with that. I said, call the motherfucking tribe of Baltimore City, because bitch, what? Don't be bullying her. She's a beautiful, beautiful young girl. And she has a beautiful mindset. And I know she's going to be super independent like her mom and super business oriented like her mom. I already see it and I fucking love it. This spirit is all over that child. I love it. Ro, shout out to you and your daughter. So, what else I say? Oh yeah, I said she's a good mom, and I love the fact that your daughter believes in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is something beautiful. And you can't, girl, you cannot pay for that type of love, and you better soak it on up. So, then we go to Maureen and Ro and LaBrea have some drinks. And Ro, girl, I'm so sad to know that you've never been in love, and I pray that the best love finds you. I really do. And that guy that you've been fucking around with for X amount of years and he ain't stepped up, girl, stop fucking him. And I'm doing the same thing. I had to stop fucking that one too that I was messing around with, girl, because if they've been sitting around for X amount of years and they ain't moved forward with nothing, they don't have no plans on moving forward, ain't never gonna move forward, girl, leave their ass in your dust, okay? Because you deserve better. You deserve a man to love on you and your beautiful ass soul, and you have a lot of love to give, and I can't wait until the perfect love finds you, girl. Okay, you deserve that. Now, yeah, I wrote down, I'm really for the love in my India Irie voice. Ready for love. Y'all remember that song? I used to love that song. Oh my God. But I think she still love her baby daddy a little bit. I do, Ro. I do. I think you still love your baby daddy a little bit because you still feel hurt by him going to jail, bitch. That's why I think that. This piece of hair is getting on my motherfucking nerves, goddamn. That one piece, y'all. Ain't it always one piece that get on your nerves? Sorry, I'm yelling, but y'all know how I am. And you was on a Mac and Dow Tarot channel. Y'all know how I do outbursts and shit with my little bit of Tourette's. I know. You know what I'm saying? I be yelling and shit sometimes. All right. Maureen, I love how she's self-driven. And I love how she's encouraging Ro to get out there and be her loving self. Like, I really love Maureen. I really love her and Ro's relationship. She's really a good friend. Like, I could tell that she's a good friend to her friends. She sits there and she listens. She doesn't try to dictate, and she tries to come through, spirit. And she tries her best to be soft in her talking to her friends, and I really like that about her. Ro, I love the fact that you really opened up, bitch. Like, it'd be hard for us opening up Baltimoreans. Like, it's hard for us sometimes. And then we go to Maureen telling her mom about the date. Now her mom was like, "Bitch, is you crazy?" And I already talked about that, so we're not gonna repeat. So Chloe and her family goes to the cemetery to go visit the father, right? But let me tell y'all, the son did not show up. The son did not show up. Now let's be clear, Chloe, you are not the only one grieving, babe. I understand. I never lost a husband, but I lost my father. My mother lost her husband, and I didn't expect any of us, me, my mom, or my sister, or my grandmother, to be able to be there for one another, because we all were going through the same thing, you know. And I was there for my mom as much as I could be, but at the same time, I was grieving, you know. And sometimes when the child is grieving, it comes out in different ways. And for your son, to you, is coming out in anger. But the thing is that he's still grieving, and he's watching his mom date this YN that he don't feel like is right for her, and he feel like you're not done healing, which I love the fact that your son feels that way, and he doesn't want to argue with you. I love that. He will leave as soon as you get there, instead of giving you an attitude, giving you his ass to kiss, and or being a complete dick. Like, I love the fact that he does leave, and I'm not mad that he didn't show up. You are hurt and upset because you felt like he should come, but you don't know how often he goes to the cemetery. You don't know. All you want him to do is do what you want him to do in this moment for this camera op time, and I thought that was very selfish for you to kind of be overly, like, into that part. Like, I felt like you badgering him about it was not okay. It's not fair that you think that he needs to come. Like I said, you don't know how often he goes to the cemetery. He might go every week and you just do it once a year. He might feel like, I don't want to do it with everybody. I want to be by myself when I do it. You know, you never know. So let him get that pass. You know what I'm saying? And I think, Spirit, come through. I'm definitely doing, coming through. The daughters, I feel so bad that the children, you know, their father passed away. And they have to grow up as, you know, little girls not having a daddy. It's very important for children to have their father. And to my understanding, he was an excellent father. And I can't imagine how those little girls feel. If I had lost my father that young, I don't know. That's why I'm just like, girl, fuck that why, and you need to be there for your children. Okay? I love the fact that y'all do the anniversary thing, you know, and y'all keep his memory up. I really love that, but I just want you to chill on your son and what you feel like how he should be attentive. But my thing is that he's helping you with your children, and just be grateful for that right now and get more in tune with your son. Like, spend more time with your son. I've been trying to spend more time with my children, but they just in the world right now and don't want to fuck around with me right now. They doing their own thing, and you know, I just keep praying on them. That's all that we can do. But your son is trying his best way to cope with what's going on and still be there for you and his sisters, and that is a huge job for him to do. And he's going through his own growing up, and his frontal lobe still developing. Okay, now yeah, the kids are hurting and you trying to have a hot girl summer. I've definitely explained that. You should do that in private, bitch. And I wrote that down, and I said that already. Why do they dress so country? Oh my God, all of y'all. I wrote that in big ass caps. Why do y'all dress so damn country? Oh my goodness. Because not all people that is from the South dress country. But I was just like, what? Y'all dress country as fuck. Oh my God. LaBria and Maureen FaceTimes. And all the ladies are planning a rodeo get together. And the rodeo get together, I think, is in episode 3. Is that in episode 3? Oh, and Elena wants to talk to Chloe about her remarks about her man or whatever. And I'm just like, girl, you hung up on that when the fuck you need to be worried about y'all filing for divorce and how y'all gonna split assets, bitch. You worried about the wrong shit. And let me tell you something else, baby. If the shoe was on the other foot and your man was having a conversation with another man and he said that about you, I don't think he'd be gunning for you this hard. I don't even think he would care. Sad to say, but that's what I think, baby. But Chloe issues an apology, as she should, because she was throwing. Well, at the time, I don't think that she was throwing shade. I think that she just opened up her mouth faster than what she could think. Like, she said the first thing that came to her mind without without thinking really hard about. I shouldn't say that. That's not nice, you know, because I wouldn't say that about somebody. Now, granted, my ex-husband wasn't a looker for real, and my friends told me, but it was in a funny way. Like, they was like, he's a little short for you, and girl, he not. Girl, he look okay. Is that what we doing? And I was like, bitch, don't talk about my nigga. I was just like Elena. Don't talk about my nigga. That's me, nigga. That's me though. And I like a little ugly. And if y'all been on my channel, y'all know I like a little ugly. You know what I'm saying? But so I'm the only one that could be staring at the mirror longer. The longest. The bitch, if you looking at the mirror longer than me, we got a problem. You might be dealing with something. I don't fucking know. I don't know. But Chloe issues her apology, and Elena definitely accepts it. And they get clarity about their relationship. And my thing is that it was a little bit disrespectful, but at the same time, Elena felt like she got to check the disrespect. But I want you to do that in your marriage. I want you to do everything that you're doing right now. Do that shit in your marriage. So that's all I'm saying. And get to a whole face, because you never had one. I'm wishing that upon a star for you. Okay. What else? Yeah, all right. So now we're adding another scene. So Labria meets an old associate, Sada. But what was the? Oh, Shaniqua. So Latoria, I'm sorry, not Labria, Latoria. She tries to meet. Well, she meets up with Shaquana, what the fuck bitch name is. She tries to understand like how exactly do we know each other. And when I tell you, this Shaquita got pissed the fuck off, baby. She said these boots were made for walking, and and this is at the rodeo, and she was like, girl, she was like, I don't know, like I'm trying to figure out where I know you from. And when I tell you, this girl is so offended, girl, I don't know why you're so offended. Y'all worked together on one event years ago. Why do you think that she should remember you? It's giving crazy. It's really giving crazy. And she's a sugar baby, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Shout out to all the sugar babies. Shit, I would like to be one. Fuck, because the relation. I'll tell y'all about that on Patreon. So she said it, that she worked and she keeps her money, but she definitely smiles for her daddy, because she's definitely a sugar baby. But she's giving scam artists. I wrote down that she's giving Smiley from Baddies. Y'all remember how Smiley would just follow them around at every stop until she became a baddie? And gratitude spirit, that's what she's giving. She's giving scary Smiley. You popping up everywhere. You trying to interject yourself, and bitch is weird. I'm not gonna lie. Like, bitch, you're a little crazy. Now we're gonna move on to Chloe and Latoria. They discussed what Elena said to Chloe, and Latoria is messy as fuck. You're messy, and I don't like it. So I don't like that you go back and tell who said what. Bitch, who labeled you as a messenger? That ain't godly, like, as you would say. But you want to keep on fucking doing it. I don't like that. And I don't like when someone is trying to create a problem between somebody else. Like, you didn't need to go back and tell, she said this and she said that. Latoria, you gonna fuck around and get slapped. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I don't know how it ain't happened to you yet, but it probably should happen, because I think that you just need a one good. I do. That's why you single as fuck now, because you messy as shit. And I think that you don't really get in tune with yourself at all. Like, I would like you to take off perfect patty mask. That's what I want for you. That's what I pray for you. Now, since we still in time, let's just go to, I got a little bit more time. Okay, I'm about to get off my break. Let's go to episode 3. I don't have a lot of notes for that, so that's going to be a breeze. All right, so we opened up with Chloe and Ro, and Chloe only thinks that they vibe. Chloe only thinks that they vibe and they date young boys, so she wants to take Ro out, whatever. So they talk about Elena and what Elena said, and Ro gives her opinion, and she really I like the way that Ro articulates herself, and where Chloe is able to understand a bit more about where Elena was coming from. And the thing is that Ro was right. If she made that comment about your husband, you would not have taken that lightly. So you need to watch what the fuck you say, because if it was said to you, it would be completely different. And I really appreciate Ro taking that time and energy and space to give her that, because somebody needed to tell her, because it seemed like, even though she apologized to Elena, I don't think that she meant the apology. But talking to you, I do see that she is now looking at it and like a bit of a different perspective, because Ro was able to have her put herself in that seat where she wasn't able to do that at first. Like, I don't know why she wasn't able to do that, but sometimes when you don't no longer have your person, sometimes you tend to say things that are very abrasive to other people because you might still be hurting on the inside. And that's what I think. I think that you're still hurting on the inside because you're still grieving. There ain't nothing wrong with that, but you need to get it together, love. Chloe really wasn't feeling it for real. But she took it in, and I really do like that. And I like the fact that Ro was like, nip that shit in the bud, bitch. My nose is going to fuck off. Like, I probably need to do a reading about them. Oh, I might do a reading about them. Come through, spirit. The Bria and the ladies, they take a spa day, and Chloe and Elena are not invited. Now, I don't like that. I don't like that LaBria purposefully excluded them. Did I write down why? Shit. Yeah, I probably did write it down. I'll probably see it when I go through it, but I'll bring it back up. And Latoya calls Maureen so LaBria, I'm sorry. Latoya calls Maureen cutesy. Now, I'm gonna do a reading on Latoya. Every time I say Latoya's name, it seems like my nose keep itching. So she calls her cutesy. Now, Maureen is very beautiful. I forget how old Maureen is. I think she's knocking on 40, but she looked like she like 25, 30 years old. Now, I want to say that youth is beautiful. I'm almost 42. So I would like to look as young as I would like to look young for the rest of my life. You know, I don't want to look my age at any point. You know, I know some people that look very hard in the face, you know, and I'm older than them, and I'm just like, oh, bitch, what kind of life you had? Shit. Let me try to keep myself up, because I can't remember the black lady that was on Maury when I was younger, and she had really long hair, and she worked out. She was like 60 something when she came on the show, and she was like fit as fuck. I met her in person, let me tell y'all, when I became an adult. My mom was on a team of this board of called Remarkable Women, and I had went to the event that my mom was helping host or whatever. So when I went, while she was in the bathroom, bitch, she was in the bathroom. The thing is that when I walked in, I saw her, and I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe the lady from Maury is here. I always wanted to touch her skin. Like, her skin is butter, like off of Maury. And if y'all remember her name, please put it down in the comments, because she's absolutely beautiful. She has very, very long hair. I believe she's Indian. I met this beautiful soul in the bathroom, and I cried. I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe you're here. So I saw you on Maury when I was like 10, and I always reference that I want to look like you when I get older. I want to always keep myself up so that when I get older, I'm not like a lot of these women that I see, right? When I tell you, she looked at me and just smiled. She said, you're gorgeous. Just keep drinking water. Don't stress. Let it go. And work out. And eat healthy and pray. And you'll be just fine. And I washed my hands, of course, and she was washing her hands, and I said, I know this might seem weird, but may I have a hug, and may I touch your skin? And she said, yes. When I tell you, she grabbed me and embraced me, y'all. I was in the bathroom with her for like 20 minutes. When I went back out, my mom was just kind of looking at me from where she was sitting there like, where the hell you was at? But I was just like, and she was like, okay. So, y'all, listen. Yeah, she gave me that motivation. So Maureen looks good, and I don't think that Latoya was being malicious when she was calling you cutesy, but I understand that every time when you engage with Latoya, she would make a looking young comment to you, which you are very clear you are a grown-ass woman, and you were right to address that, because my nose is going to fuck off. Latoya had a problem when I can't remember who was it on that episode. Someone called her a Christian girl or something like that, and she corrected them and said woman. And I said, and that's it. Maureen wants you to address her only as a woman. Do not call me cutesy, because I'm not a fucking child. I'm beautiful. I do look beautiful. I look nice in my clothes. All you had to do was say, oh, I love your outfit. You didn't say, oh, you look cutesy. But I like I said, I don't think that she was being malicious when she said it, but she needs to think about the things that she says, because people can take offense to them the same way she took offense when they said Christian girl or something, and she said woman. And I said Maureen, and that's exactly what the fuck Maureen was saying, bitch. Respect her gangster. And I appreciate Maureen stepping up and you know, letting the bitch know this is what it is. But I didn't like how Latoya was super dismissive of her. Like, she was like, okay, like, whatever, like, all right, it's not that serious. First of all, bitch, you're not gonna brush me off. You're not gonna tell me it's not that serious, because it is serious to me. And it's serious because the bitch, I'm addressing it. So it is serious to me. It may not be serious to you, but it's serious to me. And just because it's not serious to you doesn't mean that you should brush it off. That is disrespectful as fuck. And I don't like how you make everyone else's shit super small and nothing, but everything that you feel is worth talk. Girl, what the fuck? Have the same energy. That's all I'm saying. And I ain't like that, Latoya. Yeah, I don't like you like that. Your personality and how you when people tell you that something bothered them that you did, you don't want to take accountability for anything. But when someone has an issue, when you got an issue with somebody, you want them to take accountability. Bitch, bye. I can't stand people like that. I really can't. What else? Okay, I said that. Latoya, Labria is trying to hook Latoya up with somebody because she's been celibate for too damn long, and she definitely needs to get busy. I mentioned that in my previous video that she needs to get her YN too, and you know, do her thing, because y'all stiff, and especially from episode 5, girl. I can't wait to talk about that. I'm gonna write down my notes after I watch the episode, but I fell asleep last night when I was watching it, so I gotta watch it again tonight, which is cool. Labria throws a I already talked about that. Okay, so Labria plans a couples event, and Rose stares the pot. Girl, my Baltimorean sister, we be doing that sometimes. Good girl, don't do that. I just got in Latoria's ass for staring a fucking pot, talking about who said what. But Rose stirs the pot, telling about everything that Chloe said to Labria, which I don't know why you're telling her at all. Like, that shouldn't be the topic of conversation, but whatever. Left my ass off. Ro, Latoya are Little Miss Messy. That's what I named them. Little Miss Messy. When Latoya tried to tell Ro about how Maureen got in her ass, and she said, I called her cutesy, and she got upset, and Ro was like, yeah, bitch, you did, and you kept saying it. She said, no, he said it once. She said, no, you said it more than once, and you kept making comments about it. So I like how Ro be holding bitch accountable and looking at him dead in their fucking face, and Latoya just trying not to take accountability, as she's been doing for the past episode or whatever. So she wasn't trying to take it, and Ro was letting her know, like, this is what it is. Now Latoya don't like talking nasty like Ro. My thing is that she was so offended by when Ro was talking about sex and stuff, and I'm just like, why can't you talk about it? Like, you claim to be a Southern woman, a Southern belle. Girl, bye. Get the fuck out of here. We can talk about sex. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about sex. So, are you not grown? The fuck? Ain't nothing about it, so you can't talk about it. It say don't lust, bitch. That's what it say, don't lust. You're not lusting when you're just having a conversation about it. And like I said, you act like you're so holier than thou, bitch, and I can't take it. I really can't. I really can't. And then Chloe and Latoya have a doggy date. And Chloe mad that she didn't get invited to that little shindig that Labria and them had for the spa day. And Latoya tells Chloe that that she called the guy, and Latoya starts gossiping again. So my thing is that I'm glad that she called the guy and they are going to go out on a date, but I don't know why LaBria will hook her up with that old ass pop. Girl, what the fuck? What the fuck? He gonna catch a heart attack and die on top of her. Girl, then Latoya talking about she want all these kids. Bitch, where? Girl, I don't think you don't. Girl, I think if you have one kid, you'll be one and done. You talking about how you want a bunch of kids and shit. Girl, bye. Ain't nobody got time for none of that. You about to hit menopause, bitch. You better get your one kid and call it and be old and call it a night. The fuck? Let me say, because I wrote roll on that Baltimore shit. I'm going to get better at doing the commentary, y'all, but this is my learning curves. So if y'all have some pointers, email me, bitch. Don't put it in my comments. But come through on my email, megandow7@gmail.com. So we're at Ro goes to Maureen's house, and Maureen talks about Latoya to Ro, and Ro pretty much like lets her know, girl, I done already got into this bitch and let her know what's up, so don't even worry about it. She experienced the same thing in Baltimore, where people be saying stuff, and you know, it's like you just gotta you gotta know how to gauge it, you know. And Maureen, when she went in, bitch, she went in, and Ro felt like she had to give her a pep talk or whatever, but it wasn't no harm, no foul, whatever. I'm trying to skim through, y'all, because I gotta get ready to go. I talked about that. Okay, so now we at the cookout and everyone's invited. So they meet Jordan and everyone thinks that so Jordan is Chloe's young nigga. Everybody is liking him. They said that he's tall, dark, and handsome, and he definitely laying that pipe, baby. He laying that ain't the Kwanzaa. So LaBria takes him over to the side and she talks to him about the things that he wants and stuff like that, because she wants to make sure that he's right for Chloe. But he's not. LaBria, your shit is off. He's definitely not right for her. But I understand why you did what you did, and you was just looking out for her. So I understand why you did it, but girl, you ain't need to do all that, because again, you think that you're the model marriage. That's what I'm gonna nickname you. You're the model. You should be like us. This is yeah, that's what you're giving. Like, I love all the fabulousity. I do. But girl, please take the perfect patty shit off. You and LaBria, you and Latoya is girl. Anyway, Chloe wants to get married, and I guess the young boy is up for it or whatever. And again, I would not marry this man, because he's going to be the type to go against your children, and him and his son will never get along, and that's never going to work. You don't want that type of relationship, like, going in. Like, if they cool and then they get into an argument years later down the line and then they whatever, but not coming in like he don't like your son, he don't want your son around, and I think it's something wrong with that, and I think that he about to be a newfound son. And Elena says that he looks 25, throwing shade, and because she threw shade at her husband, so she was like, girl, he looked like he's 25, and Chloe was like, yeah, definitely 33, get it right, bitch. He looked like he's still in high school. Girl, that's because you still in high school with the same nigga and the same sex skills. I'm gonna need for you to get your life together and stop talking about her and her young nigga right now. Fuck her young nigga. Like, the shit between them ain't gonna last. It ain't. I promise that. But you being shady towards her is just a get back. You don't really feel like that. You just being a smart ass. And it's sad, because the more y'all throw shade at each other. It's y'all, whatever relationship y'all had beforehand is definitely going to be ruined now. Oh my god. All right, I gotta get ready to go. All right, I'm almost at the end. LaBria talks to Jordan, of course, getting nosy, whatever. He claimed to her that he's in it for the long haul, and that's why she says that she's up for it. But when they go to dinner, he's talking about she need to get rid of the son need to go and all this other shit. Ain't nobody feeling that. And I already talked about Latoya can't face the she's very dismissive of everyone else's feelings. She doesn't take accountability. And Maureen pulls her up again. And Ro explains Maureen's point of view. But Latoya ain't feeling it. Like, she don't give a fuck at all. Like, she is this is the end of episode 3. This episode 3 and 4 I wrote down. Okay. Perfect. So this is the end of episode 4. So now, I just got to watch 5. I'll have a video tomorrow for 5. So at the end of episode 4, Maureen checks this bitch again. And I'm just like, I'm loving it because Latoya does not own her shit. And it's very annoying. And I do not like that. Like, somebody they want to always be right. They always want to seem like perfect Patty. They always want to seem like, oh no, I would never do something like that. Oh, well, you must have heard me wrong. I'm not wrong. Girl, I can't. But anyway, I'm about to get out of here. I love y'all. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to LadyMack Reacts. And don't forget, Mac and Dow 7, raw and unfiltered terror out this bitch. We living in positivity, love, light, and nothing else. And, pray for thy neighbor, feed the hungry, and we just model citizens around this bitch. We love cussing, we love eating, and we love communing and villaging together. Now, y'all make sure that y'all stay up out this bitch and come one, come all. I'm inviting everybody to the channel and to my Patreon, and I'm pretty sure it's in this description box, and if it's not, I'll put it in there when I'm done making the video later on, because now my break is over. I gotta get back to work. So I love y'all, and I'm out this bitch. See y'all. Have a good one. Bye.